9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ashikin binti Azali. I'm from AS 2536B1. Today, I'm gonna review on the article titled Poison Hemlock Determination in Postmortem Sample. Cornium methylatum L, or well known as poison hemlock, is a weed that grows in many areas of North America. This article discusses on two cases involve quantified of cornine as a primary poison hemlock alkaloid from the blood and gastric content. Toxicological testing such as selected ion monitoring gas chromatography mass spectrometry, full scan gas chromatography mass spectrometry, and liquid chromatography tandem mass spectrometry had been done, which result in positive presence of cornine. For the first case, which was at the Northern California, a 27-year-old female with a history of bipolar disorder and prior suicide attempt was found deceased inside a sleeping bag. A plastic baggie containing a green herbal leafy material was found situated near the deceased body. While there was no evidence of weapons, illicit drugs, or alcohol. However, there are a variety of vitamins in addition to the antipsychotic medication, risperidone, and ziprasidone was found inside her car. From an autopsy, there are presence of green leafy material was found inside of her mouth and present in her gastric content too. Method used for determining the presence of cornine is by solid phase extraction (SPE) using bond-eluted certified column that were conditioned, rinsed, and finally eluted with a mixed solvent, which is a 78 methylene chloride, 20 isopropyl alcohol, and 2 ammonium hydroxide. The eluents were carefully evaporated to dryness with nitrogen gas at room temperature, followed by injected onto an ethylene 5973 GCMS with a 15 meter x 0.25 millimeter internal diameter capillary column and using temperature programming. For the quantitative selected ion monitoring acquisition method, ion 84, 154, and 197 were monitored for the cornine, while 84, 147, and 176 were monitored for 5-methyl nicotine. The gastric sample was run on multiple dilution to obtain data within the analytical measurement range. The blood and gastric specimen were tested with 2 levels of standard addition to account for any matrix-specific effects. Elution times were 8.9 and 8.5 minutes for cornine and the internal standard respectively. For the second case, in Eastern Pennsylvania, a 44-year-old Caucasian male was found deceased at the kitchen area in a trailer of his friend's property where he had living for approximately 6 months. According to the property owner, the deceased was a recovering alcoholic with a mental illness. His history was significant for suicidal ideation with the use of poison hemlock, pills, and alcohol. There was a glass bowl containing what appeared to be a cooked green leafy substance, smaller bowl with dry liquid residue, a large metal pot containing a small amount of green tea water, and baking pans located at the scene filled with the leaf-containing product. There was no evidence of a struggle or suspicious of foul play. Besides, naproxen and escitalopram prescription bottle were found there. Subclavian blood was collected from the deceased and sent to the laboratory for toxicological analysis. Benzylpiperazine as an internal standard and acetonitrile were added to 0.2 ml of blood and pulse vortex. Sample undergoing solid phase extraction SPE and the eluents were evaporated to dryness with the nitrogen gas also, same as the first case. Then analysis was conducted on a water Zevo TQS tandem mass spectrometer coupled with a water acuity ultra performance liquid chromatography with an acuity UPLC over a runtime of 2 minutes. The water Zevo TQS system was operated in the positive electrospray ion ESI mode. Multiple reaction mass spectrometric monitoring MRM was used as the acquisition mode. The monitoring transition were 128.10 more than 69 and 128.10 more than 111.10 for choline and 177.10 more than 85 and 177.10 more than 91 for benzylpiperazine. The calibration curve for choline was linear from 2.0 to 200 nanogram per ml in whole blood. The blood was analyzed with 2 levels of standard addition to account for any metric specific effect. From the result, there are presence of choline in the blood and gastric content of the disease in the first case. Moreover, there are also show a positive result on diazepam, nordiazepam, and nicotine. For the second case, presence of choline also be detected from the subclavian blood of the disease. Besides, there are also presence of citalopram, caffeine, theobromine, nicotine, and cotinine in his blood. Support by the other article titled "Can same blood stain be used to quantify drug concentration at the moment of injury?" also had mentioned that CMS-MS is a highly sensitive analytical technique currently available that enable identification and determination of drugs, even in very small biological sample. Creatinine, threonine, glucosamine, choline, valine, and leucine are some of the elements found in the blood stain being analyzed in this article. However, lack of knowledge of the blood volume should be taken for determining the concentration of the drug is the main problem of this article. Botanical substances are used worldwide for various reasons, including religious, recreational, and medicinal purposes. Positive benefit may be achieved based upon variables such as dosage, tolerance, and pre-existing medical condition. There are, in direct contrast, plants that are highly poisonous to humans, including foxglove, oleander, belladonna, and poison hemlock. The request for poison hemlock determination in postmortem biological specimen is rare, as exemplified by this case. This work takes time, manpower, financial resources, and instrument capacity, which negatively affect routine of laboratory process. Because of this limitation, the reported choline concentration are best interpreted as semi-quantitative. Main purpose of this paper was to present 2 different analytical methods, one by GCMS and one by LCMS, that can be used to detect presence of choline in blood or gastric content. That's all from me. you for lending your time for listening to my presentation. Thank you.